Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
And
Come
gentlemen,
on,
welcome
man.
to Come On With The Games podcast, home of hip hop and world news. You heard me? Yeah. Yeah. I'm your host, Jada Hustler. You heard me? AKA Mr. Free Smoke Friday. We'll get into the reason why they call me that later. That's not important right now. Excuse me. Ooh. If you didn't know, now you know. I like to smoke. So this what you gonna be dealing with when you're watching this podcast. You understand? You're gonna be dealing with a nigga smoking and choking. Just like my motherfucking aunt used to say, man, smoking and choking. You heard me? Also, man, this motherfucking episode is sponsored by TSC Collection. That's the Smoke Chamber Collection. You heard me? And this is some of their merchandise, man. Y'all check it out, man. This shit, uh, shit look good, nigga. This shit feel good too, nigga. Yeah, you heard me? Get you a good look. Yeah, and there's more where that came from. You understand me? As a matter of fact, they got 31 flavors like Baskin Robbins, and you can get that and order that on 866 Smoke On. Again, place your order by dialing 866 Smoke On. And they gonna get you all the motherfucking merch you need. You understand me? Like I told you, they got motherfucking goddamn 31 flavors like Baskin Robbins. You understand me? And shit, I got all of them. You heard me? Um, Now let's dive into it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is a motherfucking podcast and the home for hip hop and world news. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. I hate when people, you know what I'm saying, report on shit that they don't know nothing motherfucking about. You heard me? So I'ma tell you what qualifies me to give you the breaks on hip hop and world news. You understand me? First of all, I come up in this industry, you understand? I started rapping at the age of what, 12 and 13. You know, when I started rapping under Lil Yachty from UNLV. That's when he had Hard Times Records. You heard me? Tech was in jail and Yella was dead. With that being said, y'all started his own label called Hard Times Records. And when I started rapping, that's who I started rapping with. That's who I started rapping for. You know what I'm saying? I kept putting it down, kept doing the things that you know what I'm saying, a motherfucking rapper and an entrepreneur was supposed to do, which is to keep going, never stop, keep writing. And shit, man, that brought me to new layers of life, you know what I'm saying? That brought me to, you know what I'm saying, eventually work with, you know, producers like ATL Jacob, you know what I'm saying? Be on songs with Lil Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Be on songs with BG and Soldier Slim. As a matter of fact, man, happy belated birthday to BG and Soldier Slim. We gonna get to that too, you understand me? But I also did records with them, and the list goes on. You heard me? Mac Man, it don't stop. You heard me? The list goes on forever. But that's just some of the things that qualify me to, you know what I mean, speak on the state of hip hop and speak on, you know what I mean, the climate that the state of hip hop is in right now. You understand me? But however, let me tell you what qualifies me to talk about the world news. Nigga, I live in this shithole just like you do. You understand me? I ain't asked to be here, but I'm here. And I got eyes, so I see. I got ears, and I hear. You understand me? And I'm in this motherfucking world, and this world is mine, just like this world is yours, and we gotta share it. And while we share it, we might as well air it. You heard me? Air it all out, man. Let y'all know what's really going on out in these streets. You understand me? In this world, and give you my take on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's air it out. You know what I mean? The first step to fixing something is, you know what I mean? First step to fixing something is acknowledging it. You know what I'm saying? Once you acknowledge the problem, you well on your way to fixing the problem. You understand me? But anyway, folks, what's going on in hip hop news today, huh? Well, I see that 50 Cent obtained the rights to the movie Paid in Full with plans to make it you know, into a mini series instead of another movie or whatever have you. You heard me? And he plans on making Cameron the executive producer of this shit. Now, my question for you is, do y'all think this a good look and the culture needs this? Or do you think these motherfuckers trolling? You hear me? Because I think they doing both. You know, I think it's going to be a good look for the culture and it's going to be a good look, you know what I'm saying, for 50 Cent and Cameron crossing brands and branding something together as opposed to going at each other's neck. I think that's a great look. And as far as cinematically, you know, 50 has a great eye. You know what I mean? There's no doubt about that. You know what I mean? You can't deny that. You can feel how you feel any way you feel about him, but 50 has a motherfucking great cinematic eye. And the boy can make not only movies, but some motherfucking goddamn... He could make some motherfucking TV series, too. He had already showed us that. You heard me? Power, BMF, what was the other shit? Nigga had another one with the guy that was locked up. He had that one on ABC. The list goes on. You know what I'm saying? And Cameron being in the original Paid in Full movie, you heard me, and doing such a motherfucking good job. I ain't gonna lie. You couldn't tell me that motherfucker wasn't goddamn Rico. You understand me? I thought this nigga was Rico. You heard me? But anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know if they really serious about this and making a great effort toward, you know what I'm saying, bringing back the nostalgia of what that movie had and turning it into a TV series, or I don't know if they just doing that or trolling Dame. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they could be just trolling Dame, you know. And rightfully so, because Dame has been fucking with them. You hear me? For the last month or so. Dame has been trolling Cameron, you know what I'm saying, with that fucking movie. I don't know, some movie, you know what I mean, on American New. But it got Cameron in it. And it looked like it was motherfucking, well, it don't look like it was filmed and directed by Dame Dash. And, oh man, the shit looked like some bootleg shit, you know what I mean? I ain't really watch it, so I can't give you my honest take on it. You know what I mean? However, you know what I mean, watching the trailer to that and watching the trailer to Paid in Full, you know what I mean, was night and a day. So I don't even think I really want to go watch it. But I'm going to be fair and I'm going to support Dame because I fuck with Dame. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Dame been fucking with them. And this is their way of fucking with him back. You understand me? By trolling them. You know what I mean? Getting the rights to his one undeniable masterpiece when it comes to cinematography, which is Paid in Full. And if it ain't that, nah, it's Paid in Full. It's definitely Paid in Full. It ain't paid Paper Soldiers. I would like to give him the credit, but I do give him the credit of bringing the motherfucker Kevin Hart to the motherfucking forefront. You know what I'm saying? Before Soul Plane, before any of that shit. I saw Kevin Hart in Paper Soldiers, you heard me? So, kudos to Dame for that. But however, back to this shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing the motherfucking the miniseries. You know what I'm saying? However, I still think they motherfucking just trolling Dame. put in the comments, you know what I mean, whether you think they trolling Dame or whether you think, you know what I'm saying, they just doing this because it's gonna be a good look for the culture and a must watch, must see TV. You know, like 50 has been known to give us. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the Power series. Especially with the Power series and the BMF. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Y'all put in the comments and y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Are they trolling? Is Cameron and 50 trolling Dame? Or is this much needed for the culture? You know what I'm saying? Also, in hip-hop news, YNW Belly is co-defendant YNW Borden, you know what I mean? He took a plea for 10 years, man, with 6 years probation. And all this in exchange for his testimony on behalf of the prosecution. Oh, man. It's crazy, man. The world's going crazy right now, especially with the rappers, man. Everybody rapping. Everybody ratting, man. If this shit, if this motherfucking shit that's going on nowadays with these rappers telling was to become a show, Big Tigger would have to host it, and it would have to be called Rat City. Because these niggas doing more ratting than they doing rapping. You heard me? This shit crazy. I never seen nothing like it in my life. I swear to God. But however, this guy he's gonna take a 10-year plea. He took a 10-year plea with 6 years probation on behalf of his testimony for the prosecutors. Now, here comes 6ix9ine out of nowhere. Tekashi 6ix9ine trolling these motherfuckers out the blue. You know what I'm saying? And what Tekashi 6ix9ine said was YNW Bortland just accepted his plea deal with prosecutors. And YNW Melly is cooked. I've been told y'all about these rap niggas years ago. But since they were scared of how big I was, everybody singled me out. And that was the words of Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know. Do you agree with him? I don't know. Do I agree with him? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? You can't dress up being a rat. And you definitely can't perpetuate it by pointing fingers when somebody else is ratting, because nigga, that's the whole reason why we'll fuck with you, because you pointing fingers and telling. And now that you see somebody else telling, you won't point the finger at them and be like, look, they told too to get people on your side. We'll never be on none of your side, man. That ain't cool, man. It ain't cool. I come up in a household where, you know, they smacked you on your hand for being a tattletale. You had to handle that shit and settle that shit amongst y'all. You had to find a way to survive and coexist together without doing no fuck shit to each other and understanding that when y'all do something together and something go wrong with one of y'all, bitch, you gotta accept that it was y'all that decided to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that, man. You got to know that. This shit ain't cool, man. These motherfuckers out here giving away time like it's candy, and they been doing it. They been fucking doing it, you know? And it ain't gonna stop, man. It ain't gonna stop. So what needs to happen is we need to stop. You understand me? Well, not me, but y'all. Cause I ain't telling on nobody. You heard me? I ain't telling on no goddamn body. However, speaking of rats, Young Thug just did an interview recently. You heard me? With Big Bank out there at ATL on his podcast called Perspectives. You heard me? Great podcast, dope interview as well. That shit was dope. I liked it, that motherfucker. I suggest y'all go watch that bitch. However, Young Thug was basically, you know what I'm saying, just giving his perspective about how he feel about everything that's been going on, especially with the, you know what I'm saying, the phone conversations that's been leaked with him and Mariah, him and 21, him and motherfucking Savage. I mean, him and Wham. You understand me? And shit look crazy, man. Some more footage that came out from Thug in 2015. Talking, doing a whole lot of talking. You heard me? Doing a whole lot of talking to the motherfucking police, man. You know, and there's a lot that you could say. First of all, like I said, it was a great interview. Shout out Big Bank. If he keep going the way he going, bitch, you gonna be the next Shay Shay with that Perspectives. Mark my word, yeah. And they gonna be the goddamn new Shay Shay for rappers. You hear me? But anyway, on this podcast, on this interview, you know, try to get some straightening. You know, that's what they say in Atlanta. You know, he try to, you know, straighten his face, man, and let niggas know why he did what he did and why he said what he said. And to be honest, bro, I was here for it because I just wanted to hear out his mouth what the fuck he was gonna say. But at the same time, I'm not here for this shit. I'm not here to be playing with no motherfucking grown men. You know what I'm saying? Moving goalposts for these niggas. You dig? And just acting like it ain't what the fuck it is, man. It's telling, man. It's fucking ratting, man. It's fucking ratting. Anytime you say anything to the police, ladies and gentlemen, young niggas, YNs, I want y'all to hear me clear. There's only one word that should ever come out of your mouth when it comes to the police. The only word that you should ever say to a policeman in a conversation is lawyer. Lawyer. It's gonna stop everything. You ain't gonna have to worry about, oh, am I being a real nigga? Did I do this? Did I do that? Bro. Lawyer. 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 I guess. Bro, lawyer. Lawyer. That's the only fucking word that should ever come out of your fucking mouth to a fucking police officer. Lawyer. Lawyer. That's it. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They are gladly gonna get the fuck out your face. And when they do, congratulations, son. You became a real nigga. You's officially a real nigga. You officially a real nigga. If during that, first of all, there's not supposed to be no fucking interrogation. Don't even let them take you in the fucking room before you step foot in the room, lawyer. Lawyer. If you say anything other than that, I gotta look at you like, I ain't got no fucking choice. You hear me? What the fuck are you doing? Who raised you? You hear me? Like that motherfucking nigga Gas on No Rap Cap podcast say, bitch, stop doing that. You hear me? Please. You cannot spin these folks, man, nor should you try. You heard me? They got a billion a billion years of law on their side. You only got however old you are, many years of criminality. IQ, criminal IQ. You only have that many years when they got a billion years of law at their disposal to catch your black or white or whatever the fuck you are ass and lock you up for life. These people is not playing. They throwing motherfucking numbers at niggas like it's bitch. They football jersey numbers, nigga. Nigga never see the motherfucking light of day. Nigga forever gotta look at they motherfucking kid through the glass, man, cause you won't goddamn talk. Ain't nothing to talk about. But you know what? Y'all know this already. That's the killer part. Y'all know this already. But y'all still won't get on these platforms and cop, please, bro. Let's get this motherfucking straight right here and right now. I don't want to hear that, oh, ain't nobody ever went to, if nobody went to jail, niggas be trying to say this shit. If nobody went to jail or ever did caught no time behind something I said, then I ain't no rat. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Because if you still went in the interrogation room and say anything but lawyer, bitch, you're a rat. You're talking to the fucking police. You think you have a way you can talk your way out of this. And that's the fucking point. You're not supposed to talk. You trying to talk your way out of this, and the main thing you're not supposed to do is talk. You going against the code as soon as you do that. You're not a real nigga as soon as you talk. So for a nigga to go in the room and talk for 2 hours, nigga, the fuck are you doing? I need to know the fuck are you doing? You tripping. I don't give a fuck what you say. Niggas be, man, and you're down bad. Bitch, you're down bad for what you're doing to Gunna, and Gunna fucking down bad for what he did to you. Bitch, Gunna, you're a fucking rat. Yeah, I said it. You're a fucking rat. The whole time. Bro, if we know our mama is accusing us of stealing cookies out the cookie jar, and I'm telling my mama in front of you, no, we don't steal cookies out the cookie jar. and they ask you, hey, have y'all ever stole cookies out the cookie jar? And you say, yes, ma'am. Bitch, you a rat. You're a fucking rat. You a rat. You're a fucking rat. The whole time I'm telling my mama in front of you, we do not steal cookies. Bro, have we ever stole cookies out the cookie jar? You looking. He like, Ma, we ain't never stole no cookies out the cookie jar. She looking, and when she look at you, she looking at you like, have you ever stole cookies out the cookie jar? And you like, nah, I told you. I just told you, man. We ain't never stole no cookies out the cookie jar. She look at this nigga. Have y'all ever stole cookies out the cookie jar? Yes, ma'am. Bro, you're a fucking rat. And you know what? You a rat and you a bitch ass nigga for playing on the world's intelligence. You trying to play on the world's intelligence and make us believe that you think your lawyer tricked you. Bitch, no. You ain't that stupid and he ain't that smart. You heard me? I'm not going to even do that. We're not going to even do that. You ain't that stupid and he ain't that smart. If somebody is trying to incarcerate my brother, sometimes I just gotta shake my head and cough. If somebody is trying to incarcerate my brother, and I say, what you trying to incarcerate him for? And they say, because he in the gang. And I say, well, why lock him up? It's because y'all a gang. And my brother say, I'm not in the gang. And you say, yeah, we are in the gang. Bro, all y'all rats. All y'all rats. That's all I got to say about that, man. Moving on. In today's world, Plead not guilty yesterday to federal charges that consist of wire fraud, obstruction of justice, and making false statements. You heard me? A trial date is set for November 19th. Now, let's read these charges again. You heard me? These charges consist of wire fraud, obstruction of justice, and making false statements. Well, during an investigation, they're asking her, have you been spending time with this man and, talking about her so-called, bodyguard or whoever he was. But that's why they looking into this shit. You heard me? Because she was shitting what she was eating. You heard me? Get that? But they're going to ask her, well, they have asked her, basically, have you been fucking with this nigga? Like that. And she says no. And for them to find records that she's lying, that's obstruction of justice. So that's going to stick, I feel like. You heard me? By her lying, the lie is a false statement. So that's going to stick. You heard me? And wire fraud, hell, if you spending any motherfucking of the city's dime on you and your motherfucking dealings with this nigga, shit, whatever you motherfucking did with that money, however you know what I'm saying, spent it doing some shit you ain't supposed to be doing with somebody you ain't supposed to be doing it with, bitch, that's fraud. You wiring money from the motherfucking government to line your motherfucking pockets one way or another. It's fraud. And then you on the motherfucking balcony. You stupid. You let a motherfucker catch you slipping on the balcony looking at that nigga like, She's dreamy. Man, why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? That's why you got indicted. That's why you got indicted. I hear a lot of people saying, you know what? She ain't the first to do that and whoop de woo and all that shit. No, bitch. We already know that. We already know that. But this the thing. Bitch, you black and you a woman. That's 2 strikes. Right there. That's 2 strikes right there. You hear me? You black and you a woman. You supposed to be extra, extra good in that bitch. You supposed to be extra, extra good, man. You know you Tupac, all eyes on you. You know this. You supposed to be extra, extra good, man. You heard me? Man, how could you get caught slipping like that? Anybody that'll be that sloppy and slipping like that, you heard me? I wouldn't want you as no mayor. And I would want you to get every fucking thing you deserve and everything that's coming to you, you heard me? Because guess what? You've been playing on my time and my dime. We can't have that. You having fun too much. I don't want nobody that's a mayor of my city having fun too much. You at the second line. You been the most second lines than me. Bitch, I'm from uptown, not you. Ain't you from like Chicago or something? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. You been the more parades than me this year, Teedy. You heard me? And I know they probably gonna tell my ass up in the comments, well, you know, she have a life and you don't know. Bitch, I got responsibilities and she acting like she don't. You heard me? I just gotta govern my motherfucking household. This bitch got a whole city that's out of fucking control. You heard me? And the shit is a mess. And like any other mess, I expect it to be, you know what I'm saying, cleaned the fuck up. Eventually. You heard me? So, if she's a mess, clean her the fuck up and clean her out of here, man. Because looking like she guilty on all charges to me, you heard me? In Charlie Kirk, a conservative activist was shot in Utah University, you heard me? He was out there giving a speech. He's known for debating people on many topics, and he was shot while giving a speech, you heard me? And, man, this shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Holmes getting the same motherfucking hate man, that Kevin Samuels got. You know what I'm saying? How I see people hate him, it remind me of the hate that Kevin Samuels got. You understand me? For just things that he said and his point of view and you know, his point of view and how he, you know, how he stood on business and the way he saw the world. You know, people really was talking about killing this man before he died. So, I ain't gonna lie. First of all, rest in peace to him, Charlie Kirk. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to his family, because that's fucked up. Heard he got a family, and that's fucked up. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, you dig? That's, just out there, standing on business, giving his point of view and putting that vibration out to the world, and just because somebody don't like how that shit vibrating, you dig? It's nonsense. It's senseless motherfucking murder, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? And man, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. And you know, it's sad, man. There's so much I want to say, but I'm gonna leave that at that, and I'll expound maybe in episode 2. You know what I'm saying? However, in more news, President Trump denies writing or signing a letter written to Jeffrey Epstein for his birthday. Even goes as far as calling it a hoax. You heard me? I don't know, man. You know, is it a hoax? I don't know. But they say they are willing to get a motherfucking a handwriting analyzer. You heard me? And they gonna you know, he say he is willing and open to do that. So I just think, you know what I mean, that, you know, somebody with no dog in the fight should find a good signature reader. You heard me? And see if it's old Donald's signature or not. I don't know. That's just me. I'm trying to see. You heard me? However, the fuck is in here? Man, I wish y'all got y'all shit from where I got my shit. But if you got some shit from where I got my shit, I probably won't have no more shit to get. And that'll be fucked up. So, thank God for this shit. But this segment is what I call Argue with Your Mom. Argue with your mom. And what it's all about. What it's all about is I'm going to bring up a topic and I'm going to give my point of view about it. And if I think you feel differently, I'm going to be like, man, argue with your mom. You hear me? So if you feel like it's hot in here, man, argue with your mom. It's cold. You hear me? I hope I explained that right. I feel like I explained those rules like Nori be explaining the rules for Quick Time with Slime on Drink Champs. I feel like I fucked it up, but y'all get the point. So this is Argue with Your Mom. You heard me? Yeah. And some say that trying to spin the police is not only stupid, but it's ratting. And others say if no one went to jail or done time behind a statement, then talking to the police and trying to spin them is okay. And I hear a lot of people say that it's okay. Well, bitch, argue with your mom. I call it ratting. Everybody that I know think is ratting. Everybody I fuck with think is ratting. Anybody that I fuck with leave a comment under here and say that they don't think it's ratting, I'ma cut them motherfuckers off because they probably gonna start ratting. You heard me? Cause that's what I stand on, that's what I believe in, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm a product of that old law. Well, you don't even talk to them bitches. You heard me? Cause if you talk, you're talking too much. You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that bitch until they trying to fucking put you in an interrogation room. Before you step foot in there, say lawyer. That way you never even have the chance of fucking sitting down to talk a rat. We never even made it to the interrogation room. How is that, dog? Because I told him, before we step foot in here, dog, I'm going to let y'all know, you heard me, I need my fucking lawyer, so y'all still won't go in here? You still won't go in here? I need my lawyer. Oh, all right. Yeah. You have no fucking chance of ratting like that. There is no way that you can rat like that. It's just not possible. You heard me? And well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode of Come On With The Games podcast, home of hip hop and world news, man. And hey, man, I had fun, man. I had a blast, man. You know what I'm saying? You did. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? This is the first episode, so, you know, I was kind of edgy. You know what I mean? But I think I did all right, and I think I'm going to be doing this again, man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, man, this is Come On With The Games podcast, home of hip-hop and world news. And this episode was sponsored by TSC Collection. TSC stand for the Smoke Chamber. And this is one shirt out of many in the Smoke Chamber collection. You heard me? The TSC Collection. You heard me? And if you want some of this smoke, all you got to do is call and place your order at 866 Smoke On. I repeat, if you want some of this merch right here, and they got, man, 31 flavors like Baskin Robbins, all you got to do is call 866 Smoke On. You heard me? And other than that, man, I just want to say, man, thanks for tuning in, man. And there's a lot more where this come from, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.